Posted by u/Volution Prior 2939. I, 22F, and my husband, 23M, got married young. I was 18, and he was 19. Both of us always knew we wanted to get married and start a family young. I started college 2 years ago, and he just graduated with a bachelor's degree in biomedical science. My husband has a female best friend, 23F, who I'll call Sam, whom he met in college. Both of them grew up Baptist, and while he's left the church, they had a very similar childhood and bonded quickly. Despite what you may be thinking, she and I got along really well. She and I liked the same music, and we were both studying in relatively similar fields, so she became a friend of mine as well. Since I found out I was pregnant, some issues have started to arise. We announced our pregnancy on social media after we told our parents. Sam texted my husband a congratulatory message and then told him to pass on her well wishes to me. She's been texting him nonstop with baby advice and what she likes to call advice for mama, which sometimes includes relatively targeted jabs at what I should eat. Honestly, I kept brushing the texts off, but it got to a point where the conversations were less about the baby and more about me, which made me increasingly uncomfortable because she wasn't texting me, she was texting my husband. My husband acknowledged this and has started to show them to me and ask what I want him to do. I just told him to ignore them. When I announced I was having a baby shower and sent out the invites, I received a text from Sam. She said something along the lines of wanting to host my baby shower and set it up. I told her politely that my mom was planning on hosting it with the help of my sister and that it was a special moment for them, and I wouldn't want to take that away. Well, Sam ignored that message because the next day, she came over and insisted we start working out arrangements for the venue. I told her once again that my mom and sister were hosting it, and she responded that I should take her advice and let her plan it because she'd ensure the baby shower would be better, especially since she'd be working on the menu. Whether it was pregnancy hormones or just bottled up rage, I told her that the jabs she'd been making at me behind my back about my diet during this pregnancy to my husband were really annoying and that no, she could not host this shower. I also told her that from now on, her unsolicited advice was not appreciated, especially if she couldn't say it to my face. That night, my husband's phone blew up with messages from Sam saying that he had no right to show me those messages. She claimed they were just supposed to be health tips because Sam was studying nutritional science and only wanted to help her best friend and ensure a happy baby in life. I know she had somewhat good intentions, and she's been a good friend to my husband and to me, so am I wrong here? Edit. Just wanted to give some more context and info and answer some of your questions. Okay, here goes. 1. Sam is in a short-term relationship. They've been dating for about 2 months, and he's nice. I haven't talked to him much, but from what I have gathered, he treats her well. 2. I was severely underweight for most of high school. My mom was always very thin, and so was I, but in high school, I suffered from an ED for a while and lost a lot of weight very quickly. For the past 3 years, I've been working with a therapist and a food specialist to maintain a good diet, and that has not changed since pregnancy. My husband is happy with my health and the health of the baby. Sam does not know this, only my close family, friends, and husband do. I don't share that info with many people because I don't find it necessary to. 3. Sam met my husband before I met her. My husband and I had been dating for 3 years by then. We started dating in high school. She has never expressed interest in my husband, that I know of. 4. It was not his choice to ignore the messages, but mine. Pregnancy has given me a lot of unnecessary stress, and I didn't want to add to that by causing more drama with people. If it was his way, he would have shut her down. I told him not to because Sam has always been a passionate person, and I didn't think much about the messages when they first started. That has since changed. 5. What I found most weird about the situation was that I was apparently not allowed to see those messages, yet they were about me and how I was eating. Some of them were sort of snarky. The worst one I saw was along the lines of criticizing me for wanting McDonald's at 3 in the morning when apparently, a Big Mac, large fries, and a large vanilla thick shake are not healthy for the baby. I did cry a little bit after reading that, and my husband did send a text message saying that I was allowed to crave stuff during my pregnancy, which she ignored. 6. My husband and I are probably going to go low contact with her for a bit. Also, he rarely hangs out with her anymore, and if he does, he invites me, but I don't always go because I'm tired. Edit. It was my choice to go low contact, not my husband's. Please stop criticizing him for this decision, as it wasn't his. I'm aware this post has now become a place where many people are insinuating that Sam and my husband may have something going on. I assure you, they do not. My reasoning for going low contact and not no contact is my own, and it is what I am comfortable with at this moment. Update 1. Hi everyone. First, I just want to thank you for all your support. Truly, it means the world to me. Today, my husband and I called Sam to discuss the issues we were having with her behavior. I explained that I was very uncomfortable with the fact that she had been texting my husband, not me, about my pregnancy and eating habits. When she assumed she would be granted secrecy and wasn't, she got mad. Sam explained that, in the moment, it seemed like a good idea not to text me directly in case she overstepped and made me mad. She hoped that if she explained things to my husband, he would be able to relay that information to me casually. She assured us she just wanted to help protect and nurture the baby, to which I replied that this isn't her baby. I am perfectly capable of ensuring the baby is healthy. She apologized and explained that she truly thought she was doing something good. My husband and I explained that we are going to distance ourselves a bit because this situation has made not only me uncomfortable but also my husband, who said he needs to focus on his wife right now and Sam needs to take a backseat. I don't think she was overly happy with this, but she said okay. She asked if she was still invited to the baby shower, and my husband said it might be best if she skips it. However, I explained that if she wants to attend, her invitation is still valid and she is welcome. Sam did text me after the phone call, asking if we could meet for coffee, so I'm seeing her tomorrow. I'll update you guys on how that goes. Honestly, I think she was just misguided. She's not a bad person at heart. Update 2. This will probably be the last update unless something else happens, but it's safe to say that after today, Sam is out of our lives. I did go to see Sam, and she was not alone. In fact, she brought her cousin who is, pause for effect, a therapist. About 5 minutes into Sam's opening monologue, I left. She explained that after my husband and I told her we wanted low contact, she realized that the stress of expecting a baby had clearly caused me to act irrationally, and she wanted me to have someone to speak to. She even tried to dress it up by saying that I didn't have to pay for this. Anyways, I left. My husband sent her a message saying we need distance and not to contact us for a while. To clarify, this does not mean we are going low contact, we are going no contact. As I stated, she is out of our lives. Sam's a bit irrational right now, and we just want to minimize fallout, hence telling her for a while. Not to psychoanalyze, but honestly, I think Sam needs help. Clearly, she cares, but it's too much. And honestly, it's insulting how little she thinks I can look after myself and my baby. Her overbearing personality has its limits, and I can't take it. Anyway, thank you for all your support.